declaration of variables I am explaining. So how to declare a variable. Syntax I am going to say. Declaration of variables. Now syntax. How to declare a variable. Now first data type, variable name. In this way you can declare this is a syntax for the declaration of the variables. Now data type, for example int is one of the data type, variable name a, close it with semicolon. Now one more data type, float. This is the variable name, this is the data type. Now char is one data type and c is the variable name. So all these three are nothing but variable names. Okay, and these are data types. So data types. Now we will in our further classes about data type, there is one more video, so you can clearly learn about the data types. Many data types are there, in that I will discuss, but meanwhile just understand what are these three data types, what they store. Int will store the just integer value, okay, that is whole number, and float stores the point values, okay, and char stores the single character. Okay, understood? This is about the declaration of the variables. And even not only you can declare the data with only one variable name, you can use the data type like this, and you can give many variables in one statement only. Okay. Many variables in one statement. I'll show you how. Okay, data types, variable names, and let it be this syntax. For example, I will show you data type like this. Data type, variable 1, comma, variable 2, comma, variable n. That means many, how many you want, that many you can use. For example, this is a syntax actually. Now for example, I will tell you int a, this is one variable, comma b, comma c, like this you can store the, you can declare the variables. Okay, in that way you can declare them. Not only in many any data type, float, L, B, H, like this. Okay, like this also you can declare the variables in only one statement. Before this we have given int a, int b, int c in different lines, sentences. So here in one statement only I am declaring all the data types which comes under int are declared in data type int, and the variables which takes float values, I am declaring all those variables in float data type in one statement only. So this is the way how you will declare the variables. Okay, now next is rules to follow while declaring variables. Okay, there are some rules to declare the variables. You have to follow those rules. Okay, there are some rules to declare variable. Okay, now what are the rules? First rule, you can use digits, alphabets and underscore symbol only. Okay, you can use digits, alphabets and underscore symbol. Other than underscore symbol, No other symbols are used in this declaration of variables. Next is, you should not start with digit. The variable name should not be started with digit. Not start with digits. Okay. Next, you should not use white spaces between the letters. Okay. Not use white spaces between the letters. For example, suppose you are using student number. You should not use space like this. Instead of using white space, you have to go with underscore symbol. Okay, that's why you should not use white spaces between the letters or between the words. Okay, you should use like this, but you should not use like this. You should not declare like that. And here you should not start with the digits. You should not give like this, OIA, or like this. No, this is wrong. So you should not start with digits. And digits, alphabets, underscore symbols can be used. Okay. And next is no white spaces. No keyword. You should not use keywords. What are keywords? Already we have discussed in the previous classes. For example, one keyword is there, auto. You should not use this word like that. Many are there, go to, and different are there, enum. So like this type of keywords you should not use. Okay, keywords are not used for writing, declaring the variables. Okay. Next, this is case sensitive. So what is this? Suppose you have declared int a. Now in the program you think that a is declared. No, in the program if you use this is wrong. A is not equal to small a. So this is what case sensitive. For example, total. You have declared a variable like this, and in the program if you use total, if you use like this is not equal. So if you are declaring this, use this only. If you are declaring this, use this only. You should not change the letters to capital letters and to smaller letters. Okay, whatever letter if you are using small letters, use small letters only. If you are using capital letters, use capital letters only. Okay, so this is what case sensitive. So these are the rules for declaration of variable. Okay. Okay, now initialization of variables. How to initialize the variables? Initialization of variables. How to initialize the variables? Now before initialization you have to declare the variable. For that syntax I will tell you. Now data type, variable name equal to value. So this is a syntax for the assigning value to the variable name. Now example, int a equal to 10. Okay, int is the data type, a is the variable name, 10 is the value. Now when you declare a variable like this and when you assign a variable like this, or this is called initialization of the variables. Okay, that means you are initializing the variable and even you are assigning value. Now when you are initializing variable, when you are declaring a variable name A, automatically the memory location which is there in the memory with some unique address, some address, okay, some address, unique address will be there. To this particular unique address, memory address, A is the name given to this particular address. That means you are using that address, that memory address as A. That means you are naming it as A. Okay, and after naming you are assigning the value to it, right? You are assigning the value. A equal to 10 I gave now. So that value is assigned to this particular location, and this particular location name is given as A. You are giving the name. So what is this called? This is called the initialization of the variable. Understood? So this is called the initialization of the variable. Now after initializing, not only this int, okay, now even you can declare initialize even any data type, float, char, anything. Okay, float. Now I am taking float and I am writing pi, pi, you know, equal to 3.14. Close it. So what happens? Same like this only. It will take the memory address like this. Some address 2654, some unique address will be there. To that address, this name is assigned. Name is given to this memory location as pi, and this value is assigned to that location, in that location. Okay, this is called the initialization of the variables. Now this initialization of the variables can be done in two ways. Okay, can be done in two ways. The initialization of the variables can be done in two ways. That is, one is user predefined assignment, and is at another second one is runtime assignment. Runtime means after execution, when you are running the program, at that moment you can assign the values. And predefined assignments means before, in program only you are assigning the values. Okay, like how you are going to assign, I will give in here example. Now int A, int B, int C. That means you are taking three variables, A, B, C, and how you are declaring variables here. Now you are assigning the values. How you will assign the values? A equal to some number. Okay, A equal to some number. That means here what you are doing, you are assigning a value to this variable. Okay, and you are making it constant. If you either you can make it constant also. So when you make it constant, you cannot change the value in the program. Okay, now after this, if you go with, actually this is assigning variables assigned with the constants. Variables, I am writing here what I am doing here, I am writing here variables assigned as constants. Okay, now I'll take B. This is one type, this is second type. B equal to, I will say A. What is this? That means here one variable is assigned, a variable is assigned to another variable as a value. Understood? Here what I am doing, A is one variable. in that variable a you have now value 10. Now I am assigning this a value to this b. That means I am assigning variables assigned with another variable. Next, third one. Now I'll take c. C equal to a plus b. Now what I am doing here? I am assigning variables assigned expressions with expressions. That means here I am assigning expression. A plus b is nothing but it is an expression. If you write a plus b in the double quotes, it will become the string, but I am not writing in the double quotes. So what I am doing here, I am giving c equal to a plus b. A plus b is nothing but I am adding this a to b. In what is there in a? In a 10 is there. In b a is there. That means b is also nothing but 10. So 10 plus 10, 20 will be the answer. C. So I am assigning an expression to the variable c. Okay. So this is how you will be assigning. Predefined assignment will be done like this. In these three ways you can do this initialization of the variable using predefined assignment. This is using predefined assignment. And at runtime is at runtime. What is runtime? Runtime, when it comes you will write a program, you will compile the program, you will execute the program, then you will go with the runtime, run. When you are running the program, you will be giving some input value to the program. Now it will ask the program, suppose a program is like that, like how it may ask you enter the value or enter any input value. At that time you will enter the value. So when you are entering a value, our program has a function which can read that input value and can store that input value in one variable. How this happens is, this happens with a function called scanf function. Now there is a printf function and there is a scanf function. Now printf function will ask to enter the input value. It will give some statements to enter a value. Now what happens, the entered value is taken or read by this function. So this is reading the value. How does it do? For example, scanf is there. I will show the syntax of the scanf, how the value is assigned to the variable. Open the double quotes. Here in the program you will be writing like this, double quotes, you have %d. Now here why you are using %d is, suppose you are entering a integer value. Suppose if you are entering an integer value, this integer value, this is called as format specifiers. Okay, regarding this I will discuss later in our further classes, but till that you just understand that this is the format specifier %d. So %d is used for the integer values, int data type values. Okay. Now here suppose you are entering some you want some integer value. Okay, because you have declared data type as int, that's why you want only integer value. At that moment when you enter a value, it has to check, it sees, for that you have to give %d, then comma, and in which variable you want to store that value. That variable name you have to give. Suppose you want to store that value in a. For that you have to write A here, and in front of that you have to give this sign called, which is called ampersand. Okay, this is called ampersand. So this is this value, like the input value which is given by the person or a user, that value is stored in this variable with the help of this ampersand. Okay, so this is how scanf function is written. So at runtime, scanf function will take the values. Scanf function will assign the values to the variables. Okay, at runtime you will be assigning the values with the scanf function. And using predefined assignment, you can initialize the variables in these three ways. Okay, understood? This is how you will initialize the variables. Okay, next, types of variables. You have different types of variables. I will just give the names here. We will discuss in our further classes regarding these variables clearly. Okay, I will just write the types of variables. Okay, first one is local variable. Local variable is a variable where you will be declaring between in the program, in between two braces. When you open the main function, in that between the two braces, when you are writing the program, whichever variable you are declaring to that particular program only, so that is used in that program only. So that is that we call it as local variables. Okay, in between here. Now second one is global variables. Now global variables are the variables where you will declare before the main function. Before you write the main function, here you will be declaring the global variables. Okay, that is called those are called global variables. And there are other variables like static and auto and even dynamic. Okay, regarding this I will discuss later. Till now you just understand that these are the different types of variables. Okay, with this I hope you understood all these things. Still, if you have any doubts regarding variables, please let me know through comment section. I will try to reply to you, and I will try to clear your doubts. If possible, if you require any more video or any more class on this, I will try to do on your request. Okay, and I hope you liked this video. If you like it, please give a like to it, share to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you. Bye.